So my name's Damien May. I own Tui Electrical in Hamilton. We are electrical contractors. Majority of the time we do residential work, new homes, maintenance. We do commercial fit-outs and commercial maintenance as well. And on top of that we've got sort of heat pumps and solar systems and security that we look after. So I have a team of 8, including myself, 3 apprentices at present, and we have 3 tradesmen, 5 vans on the road, so it's split amongst them. Rach is in the office. She does all the admin work, all the marketing, a good chunk of the quoting at the moment for all the smaller homes and things like that, maintenance work, and myself, and I normally look after the clients, the bigger quotes. So when I first started with Profitable Tradie, I was working crazy hours. I was making money, but I knew I could make more somehow. I didn't have a lot of time with my family. I had a young family at that time. I had Connor, he was only 1, and I had another one on the way as well. So I knew I had to do something, and I got a letter from Tony, and I thought, what the heck, what am I going to lose? So jumped on it, and it's the best thing I've done. First of all, I didn't have any team members. I was working solely. So my first step was to get help on board. So I employed my first apprentice, and from that I've grown up to 8 staff. Probably my biggest team player, which took me a few years, but I did get there, was office staff, and it's just been absolute gold. On top of that, numbers, geez, I had no idea. I was just sort of working away, and money was coming in, money was going out, but I didn't really know what was going on in between. So understanding all of that has been massive, and now I know how to improve it and get my margins set up right. Signage and marketing, basically had a couple of yellow pages, adverts, and maybe a couple of letter drops, and a really average website when I first started. Profitable Tradie built us a awesome website, and the vans are well signed. We've got stuff everywhere, and people recognise me. I go to different parties and they're like, oh, I know you from somewhere, and it might be a Facebook ad or something like that that's just been popping up on different screens all over town. So it's it's definitely really good on that sense. So when we first started with Tony, my margins were minimal. I think we were sitting around about the 17-18%. I had no understanding really of how they worked, and Profitable Tradie taught me that. We now sit around between the sort of 32 and 38%. Before I was pulling in maybe around about 20,000, and now we're sort of stretching it to about 100 to 110,000 a month. On top of that, we've got terms of trade set up. We do a lot of back costing, which is massive because it's otherwise you don't even know what you're making. We're pretty tough on all of our clients as to when payments are made. Some of my longest clients can be some of the worst, and I've had to get rid of 1 or 2 of them in the past just because of that fact. I think firstly for us was a good uniform and making sure that everyone is presented well. Turning up to site and everyone's looking smart, first impressions count. We've got checklists that we can run through with the customer, or they might be doing a pre-wire on a house. They can actually go through and check off as to what they've done, so there's no callbacks or anything missing there. We've got a good set of house rules, so everyone understands what they need to do and how they present themselves on site, and we're quite strict on that. I think you need to be. I really don't like guys turning up scruffy and or being a little bit verbal on site. You've got to stomp on that pretty damn quick. On top of that, we've got Fergus, and that's been great for the customers as well. We can get our invoices and quotes and everything flicked out pronto, if not on site. And we've got EFTPOS machine too, which is it's great for us, but it's really good for customers as well. They can actually pay on the spot and they're really happy. Going back from the start, we've implemented a really good hiring process. Picked up the template from Profitable Tradie, and as long as we follow that through, obviously selecting the right person from the start always helps. We introduced Fergus as well, which actually helps the guys out. There should be no more paperwork, even have the COCs and everything's all online these days. We have KPIs, so they have 6 monthly performance reviews. On top of that, we have team events throughout the year. Got Christmas do coming up soon. So really, Rach and I think that we're doing a really good job of looking after our guys. Everyone's proud to be here and think it's a great place to work. Time, that's probably my biggest one, would be time. Before I didn't have time, by putting all these systems in place and especially getting office staff in, that's been the biggest one. It's actually given me a lot more time that I can spend with my kids. Up until recently I was a solo dad as well, so that was pretty tough, trying to week by week with the kids coming in every day. So now I've got a lot more time on my hands to get to these sports events and have a lot more family time. That's probably been the biggest one for me. So going back, I mean, I would have been on the tools in the office up all night doing paperwork. These days, majority of my time I'm in the office. Also look after the clients, throw in a few ideas in there just to trip Rach up. I see myself as a businessman more so than a tradie. I think that's probably the biggest mindset for me, is actually believing in myself and knowing that I can do it, putting myself in the position of actually being a businessman more so than being just another tradie on the tools. So for me, back at the start, I was all about keeping the client happy. Client's always right, rah-de-rah-de-rah, and I probably found myself giving them too much of a discount, or doing lots of things and for free pretty much, and I was just getting nowhere. So for me, it's been sort of taking control a bit more, well, a lot more in my own business. Proudest moment for me personally would have been hitting that 100k mark. It's probably taken a few years to get there, and it's always been aiming, always set a goal for each month, and over the last, we had 3 or 4 months this year where we didn't just hit the 100k mark, we went way past it, and we had really good profit margins on top of that as well. I'd recommend it to any tradie, plumber, sparky, painter, doesn't matter who you are. Anyone that's looking for change, if you're working crazy hours and you think you're getting nowhere, I think everybody needs help or pointed in the right direction, or the systems that are there, they work. So we've just moved into a new building. We've got some really good systems in place now. Before I was kind of a little bit dreading on coming to work, but now I'm really looking forward. We've got a really good base of good guys on board, good team. We've got some really good systems. So we've got some really exciting times coming up for Tui Electrical. This year's been epic, next year's going to be even more.